Hello and welcome to the video. It is finally here. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom is finally available to buy. So what I want to do in this video is I want to take you through my journey to finding The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom for the cheapest price possible. Obviously we all know that video games these days can be quite expensive, and you know, if you're looking for a new game to buy, especially when it's a brand new game that's just come out, usually these games are at the highest prices. What I want to do is I'm going to show you where I've been to look around for The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom and the price that I bought it for. Like I say, it's difficult to find a brand new game for cheap. It probably won't be like a massive amount of saving, but I do want to find this game as cheap as possible. Kind of show you why looking around is the best thing to do before just automatically going straight to the Nintendo Switch eShop. It's always good to shop around when you're looking for video games. I went to my usual place where I usually go, and that is the Derby City Centre, just because there's a few decent places to look around. It's a pretty good shopping centre in my opinion, especially for gaming, because there's a few shops there which are quite good. Before going out, however, to Derby, I did check online to see what Echoes of Wisdom was being sold at on the Nintendo eShop, and to show the price of what this game is being sold at on the eShop, it's at £49.99 at the moment, and that is the highest price for this game being sold. And bear in mind that this is the digital version of the game as well, so even if you buy this, technically you aren't buying it, you're just paying for a license to play the game digitally. There's always that to think about when buying a game from Nintendo eShop. It's also the same over at Amazon as well. If you want to buy the Amazon version of the digital code, they also sell this game at £49.99. I mean, you're not paying any difference, I guess. You're buying the same digital code which you can buy from the eShop. I don't know why you would buy the game from Amazon personally. Just buy it from the Nintendo eShop if you want to buy the game digitally. I also looked on Amazon to see what the game was being sold at physically, and it turns out the game at the moment, if you're buying the game physically from Amazon, you're paying £42.95. However, there is a sale going on at the moment where the game is being sold at £39.99. However, you do have to remember there is a delivery charge on top of that, so technically you aren't buying the game at £39.99, it's more like £45 around about, depending on your postage price. I went to my first local shop which sells games, and to be honest, this shop is usually my favourite place to go to because they sell the games at the cheapest price. And I've said this in the past, I actually bought Super Mario Bros. Wonder from this shop because it was the cheapest price last year. And this shop is Smith's. However, this time round I went into there and they were not selling Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom at the cheapest price. It was kind of annoying because I thought that was going to be my place to get this game. They were selling this game at £42.99. So I reckon that was kind of the same price as what you'd get if you were buying this game from Amazon from like the postage. So £43. Didn't buy this one because I know that I can get this game cheaper. I've just had it in my mind. I was like, yeah, I reckon I can find this game just a little bit cheaper. I then went into Derby City Centre, which is where Game is. And Game, if you know already, my quarrels and quibbles with Game, you all know that Game is now in Sports Direct, and you have to go into Sports Direct to go to Game. Game used to be the biggest chain for gaming. It used to be the biggest stores to go to where you could find games, brand new games. What used to be not always the best prices, but you knew you was getting a good product from them. You knew you was getting the legitimate thing, and it was literally you could just walk in and buy the game. Game was selling Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom at £49.99. Yeah, that's not good because that is the same price as the Nintendo eShop. I'm not going to buy a game from Game. £49.99 is too high. I think this is the issue with Game, is they are selling their games way too high. Game is a struggling company at the moment. They have downgraded basically to a little corner in Sports Direct, and no one's going to buy their products if you can get the same product for cheaper elsewhere. Moving on to that, I then went to check CEX. Now CEX, I was not expecting there to be an Echoes of Wisdom in there. It was literally day 3 of the game's release, so I'm not expecting Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom to be in CEX right now, but you never know, so I thought I'd go and have a look. Even then, if I couldn't find the game in there, which I knew I wouldn't, I thought I'd still look to see if I could find like any awesome indie games in there that I might also want to pick up at the same time. So yeah, here's a little montage of the indie games that I found in the CEX and Derby. There's some good ones actually, so check them out. So that was the montage for CEX. Yeah, some good indie games. No Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I was not expecting that to be. So then I moved on to the next shop, which was MGX, which is an independent game shop run in Derby. It's quite a nice little store actually. They have a lot of retro games in there. You can still buy PlayStation 2, Wii U games, DS games in there. They're pretty cool. I like going in there and just having a little browse. So I was expecting Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom to be in there, and at a pretty fair price as well. So I walked into the store, and lo and behold, I could not find the game. The game wasn't in there. I don't know if I missed it. I don't know. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just saying I couldn't find it. All I found was a little display case on the side that said the game was coming soon. I mean, the game's out, so I don't know. Maybe they just haven't had the stock in yet, being an independent store. Kind of disappointing, but at the same time, maybe there's reasons to that, so I'm not going to blame them. Obviously, like, they are an independent shop, so we'll see. Maybe in the future they'll have the game. However, I think I'd like to have seen the game there on day one and potentially supported them. Moving on from MGX, I then went to the good old shop of Curry's. Now, Curry's is not a game shop. Curry's do sell games, but they're not a game shop. It's a technology shop. They sell basically PCs. The biggest selling point is PCs, phones, TVs, dishwashers, and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's literally a technology store. It's probably the biggest chain of technology stores in the country. I looked in there because I know that they do sell games. They sell brand new games from day one, so I thought I would check it out. So Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom was there. It was being sold at £39.99. Now this is the best price I could find it. However, I still didn't pick it up purely because it's the furthest store away from my home. So I thought I will go and pick up this game at another shop, which I reckon it will also be around about this same price. In the UK, we have this shop where you go in, you have an order number, you buy it there and then, and it just comes to you. It's like a click and collect place, and you can buy almost anything there. It's really good. I really love Argos, and I don't want to see Argos ever go because it's such a handy shop. Every time I've been to Argos, they usually have a really decent price. That's why I wanted to take the risk of going to Argos to buy Echoes of Wisdom. Eventually, I got there, and yes, they had it at the same price, £39.99, so I was happy about that. Annoyingly, it was out of stock. So I was so disappointed. I was like, oh no, I've missed my opportunity to get it. So I ended up buying the game still, but I have had to wait a day later to get it, which is annoying, but at the same time, it's part of the experience. You know, this is the risks you take trying to find a game for the cheapest price. I did, so I still found it at £39.99, but I could have had the game just buying it at Curry's. I'm assuming that I could have just bought it there and then. So Argos, even though it's closer to my house, I then learned the lesson that I probably should have brought it at Curry's, but I knew that Argos was a shop I wanted to go to also, and I knew that it would be about the same price. So it's just annoying that the game is out of stock, because I'm guessing that a lot of people were looking for this game at the same time and trying to get it because it's the cheapest place to get it. I hate how they have given me a sealed copy with a giant sticker on it, because now that's kind of devalued it, I feel. If I was ever to not open this and keep it wrapped, I guess that's kind of annoying, but oh well, it's not going to be kept sealed, so I'm going to open it. I'll open it now actually. Right, I'm opening it up. I mean, I'm devaluing it by just opening it, so there we go. Into the bin you go, and there we go. That is my copy of The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I'm going to be adding that to my collection. I'm really happy with this. I cannot wait to play this. If anyone knows me, they'll know that the Legend of Zelda series is my all-time favourite series in gaming. I'm so hyped for this game. I cannot wait to play it. But yeah, the game's in there as well. And I love the inside art, actually. It's a really nice little art. It's Hyrule, isn't it? Yeah, I had a really good experience buying the game. Obviously, it's a story to tell. It's not the most riveting story in the world, but it's part of the whole game collection hunt that I'm doing on this channel. So if you have liked this content, just make sure you check out the rest of my videos, because I do game collecting, and part of my niche at the moment is collecting for the Nintendo Switch, which I've been starting this year. So that's my collection so far. You can check out the videos on my channel to see what's in there. I've also still got these to use up. I need to figure out what I'm going to buy with these. So I'm still looking for new game ideas to pick up for my digital collection. Please in the comments let me know of any games that you think I should pick up with this £30 in total gift card. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Check out this video right here. Like I say, this is one of the game collecting videos which you might enjoy. Bye.